Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you'll remember, about a month ago, we planted our summer garden. So today's September 9th, so it's been about 1 month, and we're gonna give you an update. Come look. All right, so as you remember, in these 2 rows, we planted corn. They are doing fabulous. It looks like we have about 5 in this row, and we have about another 5 in this row. There's a small one there at the end. We're starting to get some of the seeds popping up here, which is exciting. They're doing well, and Tom's gonna throw some fertilizer on them in the next few weeks. Next up, we have our cantaloupe. They're doing pretty well too. They were being smothered by the watermelon. Luckily, we've got this trellis up though. And as you can see, some of the plant is flowering, so we're hoping to get some fruit really soon. Unfortunately, the green onion that we planted in the front of the row here hasn't been sprouting up. So I think what we're seeing here is actually grass. But that's okay, because green onion can take a little bit longer to produce. So, you know, we'll just be patient with it. Next up is our watermelon, and as you can see, it is doing fantastic. Unfortunately, it was growing pretty rapidly along the bottom of the garden here and smothering some of our other plants. We waited a little bit too long, but we finally did get the trellis up, and now they are latching onto that and doing really well. As you can see here on the vines, this is where they spread out, and then they're able to wrap onto things and kind of hold on. So you can see a lot of the vines here have that spiral, and you can see them poking through here as well. What's also really exciting about this watermelon plant is we're seeing a lot of creatures that we hadn't seen before. So lots of ladybugs and other pollinators, which is exciting, and even a lizard, which is really super awesome. We've got about 3 growing. I think that's what we can see now, but we have a lot of these buds here. So I think this is going to be a really successful plant for us, which is so exciting since it's our first time growing the watermelon. This is our cabbage row. Unfortunately, we're not seeing any evidence of cabbage, but we do have 2 rogue sunflower plants here. We have another sunflower over by the corn there as well. So glad they were able to find a home here. It's probably maybe a soil issue with the cabbage that we're not seeing them quite yet, but we're still gonna give it a little bit of time. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll see some buds soon. This is our squash row, and just like the watermelon, it is doing so well. It's so exciting. As you can see, we have lots of squash growing in here. We also have lots of flowers, so we know more squash are gonna come as well. They are a beautiful color. They're getting lots of sun, lots of water, so we're very excited about this plant. It's doing great. Now, what we do see here are the yellow neck or the straight neck squash. We haven't seen any of the acorn squash producing. So again, just like everything else, we'll give it a little time, but we are certainly going to have a lot of squash for ourselves. So that is so exciting. All right, and nestled up here with our squash plant is the eggplant. I'm not sure if we just underestimated the size of the squash plant, but clearly we planted them too close to each other, so there was a learning lesson there. Still think it definitely has a fighting chance, so we're just gonna kind of watch it and wait for it to get taller and kind of go from there. And right back here we have our pumpkin vine, which is so exciting. I was a little nervous because we planted a lot of seeds, but we have at least 2, so we are going to have some pumpkins just in time for Halloween. All right, and as you can see here in this row, our broccoli is not producing just yet, but that's okay. Broccoli can take about 2 months to germinate, so the last time we planted broccoli in this garden as well, it was one of the last crops to pop up, so we're pretty hopeful that we'll start to see it in the next month. All right, guys, that was our 1-month garden update. Definitely stay tuned for more videos and more garden updates. If you liked this video, hit the like button and subscribe. We'll see you next time.